We find it hard detaching from memories and from people and from situations and stories.
Welcome to another episode of Amma Ask Master Anything. My name is Angela and I'm here with Master Sri Akarshana. Namo Himalaya, Master.
Namo Himalaya.
And on today's episode, we have a very powerful question from one of the creators that Master has. So Master, we have a question from Jada. It says, Namaste, Master Sri Akarshana. I will really appreciate if you could help me. A family member of mine recently passed away. We're very, very close. I have been trying to raise my vibrations, which seems to be high at the beginning of the day, but it will gradually get lower and lower as the day goes on. 1 minute I am happy and the next one I'm tears due to grief. Do you have any suggestions that may help me to go through this? Or even if I can keep up my vibrations high, I will really appreciate it. Thank you.
Everything is about perspective. So, first of all, my prayers goes out to you and your family as well in this situation, because as a human being, it's not easy, because we find it hard detaching from memories and from people and from situations and stories. But on a soul level, on a spiritual level, we need to also realize that we are infinite souls. So as the body deteriorates, the soul continues to move on. It's a ball of light that continues to be transferred, just like it says in science. And so, how are we looking at the situation? It's perspective. So there's two parts to it. The first part is to understand their soul is free now. Wow. Up there, out there, looking down on us, our angel, still being able to guide us. So the first perspective is to come to that realization that there is no death for the soul. They're there, they're very much there. And so use that time to connect, use that time to feel the energies, use that time to feel that almost, I know it might sound strange for a human being to think about it, but almost like a celebration. You're celebrating a life from this physical form, now transferring into the metaphysical and celebrating the new freedom of that soul. Then comes the second part of it, which is, yeah, but when I celebrate that, I still get emotional because of it, because I miss the person. Then the perspective from there is, isn't that so wonderful? To allow yourself to miss somebody, to allow yourself to cry, to allow yourself to have those moments where you feel so upset. But isn't that situation so beautiful? Because the only reason that upset is there is because, again, it's a celebration. If there was no care, if there was no love, there would be no upset. So actually, we don't need to look at the upset as a negative thing or a bad thing or a negative vibration. What if we did release and cry? What if we cried daily about it? But every time we were crying, we would be the witnesser and witnessing the one that's crying to see how beautiful this love is. Then you're crying, but the vibrations are not lowered. You're upset, but the vibrations are not lowered. Because the only reason you're upset, the only reason you're crying, again, returns back to love. It's a love frequency. So I don't think you need to say, how do I get out of it and then shift my vibration towards a high vibrational frequency. It's more so, how do I witness it and still be in love vibration while all of this chaos is still happening? You will always understand life is about chaos to order. Time is healing, and it may take some time. It may even take years. But that's a part of the journey of life, and eventually there will come some realizations and understandings and epiphanies that may happen. And at the end of it all, that moment when we leave as well, that one day when we leave, we'll come to the realization that all of this was nothing but just a dream. And we wake up all reunited and all reconnected again. And then we start wondering, why did we get so attached in those moments when nothing was real in the first place? So give some time. If you want to cry, cry. If you want to be upset, be upset. It's a wonderful thing because it's a representation of your love.
Thank you so much, Master. I think that's beautiful and beautiful perspective to look from love. It gives a little bit more at ease to your heart to know that it's a tough love.
and I'm sure you have many words for that because with your father passing not so long ago as well. So they need your words, you know?
Yeah, I think really comes to a test of perspective, especially being in the space where we claim love and positivity. So it becomes it's a game at the end of the day, and like you say, celebrating love, and not only celebrating love, but understanding that there is actually a spiritual life. It could be the reaffirmation of, is there actually a life? Or it could be a confirmation of, there's actually something out there to connect, and allowing yourself to dive deep into that vibration of love. And one of the things that I've learned is the package comes all together. You cannot separate grief, you cannot separate love. Because if you don't have the pain, or if you don't have the grief that you need to go through, then you won't be able to experience love in a whole different level. And for me, I have been able to learn how to experience love in a different spiritual vibration, and it's beautiful to see that, you know, the more you give love, it's a different type of love, because love you will give coffee, or, you know, you will call, or you will message, or you will different things to express love. But when it comes to your intentions, your own personal prayers, then love transcends from just thoughts or even words to feelings and connection. So yeah, definitely a perspective of love. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Angela.
Master. Thank you so much for this beautiful question, and all my prayers, all my love to anybody really that is going through this path, and knowing that it's a blessing at the end of the day to be able to experience love in another dimension. So thank you, Master, for that. Thank you for this question. And so if you have enjoyed this video or you have liked it, make sure to click on the like button, comment below where you guys are tuning in from. And if you would like to be one of the next ones into our AMA session, make sure to follow Master Sri Akarshana on Instagram and DM him, ask Master anything, and we'll be choosing your questions so we can answer. And you see, you can help many, many other people. Other than that, make sure to subscribe to this channel so you don't lose the next video. Thank you, Master.
Thank you, Angela.
Namo Himalayan.
Namo Himalayan.